Welcome to Major League Quidditch Day 2. It's semifinals and finals. That is it today. But I don't want to sell it short. We've got four of the best teams in the nation. The first game of the day is going to be San Antonio, New York. Once again, this is a best of three, but I am honored. Joined today by Jack McGovern. I'm Reed Marchman. We're going to be your commentators on the cast, and we are getting to Brooms Up now.
Yeah, this is going to be a great day. I can't wait to see what our teams have in store for us.
Yeah, and just a bit of roster news. For San Antonio, Ryan Naraki is going to be out this game, today at least, with an injury. But joining the team today, we've got TJ Martinez coming in, as well as Bailey Fields, who both did not play yesterday.
Yeah, Bailey Fields is a huge addition for the Soldados. They can play the way they want to with her on the field.
Yeah. Ooh, a bit of contact in the middle of the field and a bludger just flying out to the other side. We've got a lot of contests for this quaffle. And New York's going to come up with it. We got a pass across the field. Peter Lawrence, they screaming on the other side of the field, catching that quaffle and shooting it through the hoop. I mean, New York loves to get out to a fast start.
Yeah.
They've done it every game they played this championship, with the exception of that first game against Charlotte, and they're doing it again today.
Right, so aggressive from JC Arancibia, the keeper, or the chaser from New York, number 88. I love the boldness of driving right on Brooms Up.
Yep. And now San Antonio looking to create a little counterattack. Ren Lieber, driving in but just getting stuffed at the hoops.
Jackson has been such a shot stopper all season, just swallows that shot.
I mean, it's something John Jackson did at Harvard. He then took it to Rochester, doing the same things, and now doing it here for New York. Big addition for the team.
Absolutely. He, I believe, has been their leading goal scorer this season with 33 goals.
Yep. In the regular season, not even counting yesterday. But let's see, New York, they, in preparation for this tournament, have been working a lot with their beaters. You see them as one of the best teams at doing such, but it's more about the chasing and the passing accuracy that has been a big focus. A lot of missed balls they felt like in the regular season, and they are shoring up some of those errant passes.
Yeah, and roster news for New York, Lindsay Morella is out for Game 1. Molly Potter is starting.
Arancibia takes a shot there but misses, but keep going.
Yeah, Molly Potter is ready to step into these minutes. She's played huge games for NYU, for the Warriors, and now she's playing in the Major League Quidditch Championship semifinals.
Yeah, getting some Final Four experience at NYU herself, and moving into this season just with a lot of confidence. As we get Frank Minson getting bludger control for his team, and then not retaining it due to the hustle of De La Fuente on the other side. Taylor Tracy going to be clearing a lane. Reber driving, baiting the bludger, gets a pass to the backside. Luke gets tackled. Leglane going down to Peter Lawrence.
Yeah, that's a big tackle from Lawrence, and Devin Lee was right there to pick up, to clean up the play. Lee has been everywhere, and the Titans are holding bludger control early on against one of the best beating teams in the league.
And Lawrence, one of the more sure tacklers on the team, super confident stepping out. They never hesitate on that backside closing, and it pays off in spades there. Pass going to the right side. No good. Bobbled on the pass. That's what we were talking about, a big focus of theirs coming in. Ren. Off to the right side. Leglane getting into the middle of the defense. The bludger's going to glance off of a teammate, a bit of friendly fire. He's going to be able to keep control. And Kite on the side is kicking the ball, trying to get it to a teammate after a bobble pass, and is going to turn that over.
Yeah, there's a lot of beater action there. I think the refs are talking about whether a bludger was propelled back towards the pitch by the New York sideline.
Bit of sloppy execution I would say, in the first outside of that first possession by New York.
Yeah.
With that clean pass across to Peter Lawrence. I mean, it has been a couple drop passes, a couple bobbled catches, and I mean these defenses. The effort is there, so if you're not cleanly catching that pass, you're probably going to be turning that ball over.
Yeah, I think San Antonio is not used to playing without bludger control. They often hold it for long periods of the game, so this is a change for them early.
Yeah.
Although they now have regained both bludgers for their team.
Yeah, and partly due to the fact that Frank Benson's just having an incredible tournament, really stepping into a huge impact role for this team as Langlenet drives around. Gets the ball to Melkite. She's able to scoop it up off the ground and score.
That's a great reaction from Melkite. The pass was low. She picked it up off the ground and put it through the hoop.
I mentioned the lack of execution, but just a big pickup there, no pun intended, for Melkite to get that ball off the ground and put it through.
Yeah,
Not
sometimes
an easy,
it's about the recovery.
Yeah, exactly. You've got that broom obstructing some of that catching ability, and whenever you've got to go past your hips to make that catch, it is so difficult sometimes. Jason Rosenberg looking to escort John Jackson down the pitch with the bludger. Going to get pressure by Chris De La Fuente. As the ball's going to be not quite reset, but maybe, reset definitely.
Yeah,
after
New York,
the pressure.
one of their trademarks is a possession-based offense.
Yeah.
They're extremely skilled at keeping control of the quaffle, even when their beaters lose a couple exchanges. So no surprise to see them there retain possession.
Yeah, and I think nobody's more comfortable at doing that than like the New Yorks and the Austins of the team. And that's a drive. The shot's going to be a little bit low, but John Jackson gets a recovery. He's going to shoot it high, and now if we split the difference, we might actually get a score there. And no, it's a beat by Taylor Tracy. Brooke Willett's going to pick up the quaffle and get this offensive possession started for San Antonio.
Yeah, it's good to get to the loose ball from Brooke Willett. And this is more like it from the San Antonio Soldados beaters, Taylor Tracy and Chris De La Fuente, who are starting to ease into the game and take control of the pitch.
Yeah, Osteviejo now subbing in. I mean, I think we overuse the term spark plug, but I mean, this guy is just lightning in a bottle in a sense. He will get you started immediately, and we're seeing it right there. Quick cut to the right side. He's going to take a shovel shot right through the right hoop. The defense almost falling asleep, and that's the kind of change of pace he brings.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's their best offensive player on the pitch today, with league-leading scorer Miguel Esparza away from the team this weekend.
And he really does love coming off the bench and being that change of pace player. It thrives on the the later ends of the first line for the opposing team, and then getting out on tired legs.
Yeah, he just attacks relentlessly.
Yep. And New York with their second line here. Parada now ball carrying. He's getting around the left side. He's going to get closed off. The hoop's not going to be there. Driving in, but he's going to get bobbled. A great strip by the San Antonio defense. More of a team effort there. Up to 3 players there. Brooke Willett cutting off the shot, and 2 others just be able to create contact.
Yeah, and we should note that it looks like Lindsay Morella is back on the pitch for the Titans, number 34.
Okay.
She was not here at the start of the game as the teams were warming up. Did not start for the team, but is now playing. Good to see her back.
Yeah. Haley Rutledge in at defense for San Antonio. Mohagog with the quaffle, looking to get past the defense. Is going to get a pass real high, and that's going to be a complete.
Oh, that's so pretty from Hagag and Crawford.
Yeah.
I've seen that a million times. The windmill from Hagag, finding Crawford, who's always in the right place at the right time, and worked through a defender to get the goal. Yeah,
and San Antonio, after seeing a quaffle go through the air like that, just this high arcing pass, I mean, they love eating those up, but I mean, it was just Crawford's hustle that gets to the ball first.
Yeah, and the drive from Hagag.
I mean, just beautiful. Connor McIntyre now in for San Antonio. De La Fuente escorting him, making sure Mo Hagag can't pressure too much. Rosenberg with the bludger defense, and that's an easy swat. Got Mohgog driving in, left side. We've seen this before. Spin move, but McIntyre's going to be able to keep it. A backwards pass is actually accurate. Parada's going to be able to get it in. A shovel pass, Taylor Crawford.
Yeah, really nifty move from Hagag to save possession with a backhand pass in the direction of Parada. It's like he has eyes in the back of his head, knows where his teammates are. That's what you get when you have such an experienced line out on the pitch like the Titans do right now.
Yeah. Rosenberg and Ayala Silver.
Yeah, they've been a good combination for the Titans. Exciting to see them holding bludger control right now.
Yeah, and Rosenberg getting a great opportunity there. The shot is going to deflect off the bottom of the hoop. Acevedo's got to break a tackle and get another shot off, and it's good.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. Austin Viejo takes risks, whether it's shooting, driving. He's such a multi-skilled offensive player, making an impact early on.
Confidence, right? I think he bleeds confidence, and it's infectious to the team. I mean, and when he gets an early shot like that, I think we're going to see a lot more.
Oh, definitely.
Rosenberg tossing the bludger back, looking to harass a San Antonio defense. Oh, beat opportunity. Taylor Crawford's going to drive in on no bludgers, and he's going to be successful. Through three?
Yeah, and Jason Rosenberg really did his part in distracting the San Antonio Beaters. The 1.5 isn't a strategy we see as much these days, but we've seen Jason Rosenberg employ it all season long. Has an effect right there in clearing the lane for Crawford.
And that's a hat trick for Crawford so early in this game.
Yeah, we're only at 40-30, and Taylor Crawford has 30 of the points.
TJ Martinez to Craig Garrison. Ooh, a bit of a bobble pass. McIntyre able to control it. Craig Garrison, McIntyre throwing maybe an ill-advised pass almost right at the New York Beater.
Yeah, Rachel Ayala Silver was all over that. Now she's leading the fast break as Parada shoots and scores.
I mean, and this is transition offense that obviously New York is comfortable with because of how much they play with their beaters and how willing the beaters are to advance down the field and be that escort.
Yeah.
But, I mean, San Antonio just trying to find footing. And they're having a couple shots fall in, but I think more sound defense and a better offensive mindset to keep control of the quaffle, maybe a little more conserved, can help them a lot.
Yeah, New York is looking a lot better than they looked to start the day yesterday against Charlotte when they unexpectedly dropped a match.
Wow. And a cross-field pass was not picked up by the beaters thanks to the pressure of the San Antonio Beaters themselves. Is going to be completed. Martinez able to get around the defender and throw it in.
Yeah, that's TJ Martinez, who's not with the team yesterday.
Yeah.
Great to see him here today for a couple of big matches for the San Antonio franchise.
Yep. And just like that, we're 5-4. New York got off to a slow start yesterday, hoping to not repeat that. Looking for a 2-0 because of the confidence that they bring in, and that's another goal for this offense. But
yeah, and Parada working in tight spaces on the wing. Usually that's the domain of a Taylor Crawford or maybe a JC Arancibia, but Parada slotting into that space and scoring a goal.
Yeah. Another pass. Viejo, we mentioned the confidence that we might see a lot more shots like that. That was one of those that just didn't fall for him.
Yeah, I think Mike Lee got in the way. Lee is an aggressive defensive player, brings a lot of physicality for the Titans.
Parada subbing out now. John Jackson coming back in. Devin Lee looking to pressure, not able to get the block off. John Jackson having to block one.
Look at what Kylie McBride is doing right now, along with Bailey Fields.
This is that beater confidence that San Antonio came with, and the reason for it. Wynn's going to have to pass it back. McBride's going to be able to keep control. Is not going to get beat. And now the drive's coming through. Acevedo looking for one. Oh, the tackle's good. John Jackson with a clutch defense of the hoops there.
Yeah, Mike Lee couldn't quite bring Viejo down at the top of the key, but Jackson was able to knock him off the shot just enough to prevent the goal. Jackson is a really stout defender at the hoops, always willing to lay a hit. He's been a big difference maker for the Titans.
Yeah, and with Bailey Fields back in the rotation, I think we're going to see that patented 18-wheeler lineup
Yeah.
that they told us about a lot more. They've got a ton of confidence in their beaters, and they love the matchup and the different look that it's able to give so many of these teams.
Yeah, this is not something that you see often in Quidditch, but it's really exciting to see the San Antonio franchise employing it with such great effect here at Major League Quidditch Championships.
Yeah. The only hang-up for me personally is just that as well as it worked against Indianapolis, I don't think that they're going to find the same height advantages at Chaser that they did back then, because New York comes in as one of the rangiest teams out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, and they've caused problems for teams all season long with their height around the hoops. The passes that are open against some of the smaller teams are not open against New York. They'll pick those off.
All right, San Antonio is going to regain control of the quaffle. Austin Viejo at the center of the field with Luke Langlanet flanking on the left. TJ Martinez to his right and Tim Wynn behind. Langlanet going to be able to get the quaffle on the left side. Looking for Martinez, finds Wynn on the backside. Oh, the pass is too high. This is a great cut by Wynn, but Langlanet not able to get the ball into the right spot.
Yeah, Devin Lee is all over that pass. Just beat out 3 San Antonio players. Great to see what he is doing early on in his first games with the Titans this season.
Yeah, would have had to be a perfect exchange to get that ball off before the beat.
Yeah.
So, although not unheard of for the San Antonio squad, a tall order to ask against such a stout defense. But with bludger control, San Antonio is confident.
Yeah, great job by Bailey Fields there to retain bludger control and beat out Fiona Weishart, who is pressuring her. Devin Lee is causing problems now.
And Bailey Fields able to keep John Jackson at bay with that bludger. San Antonio feels, I mean, Melkite was talking about that they have the best beating squad in the nation. And a catch by 3 catches in a row. Lee and McBride just trading bludgers back and forth. We've got a discussion, possible possession of 2 bludgers, and they agree it was a clean play. It was just awesome display of skill.
Yeah, although New York is not going to come away with bludger control.
Ooh. McBride's going to stumble behind the hoops looking for the bludger. John Jackson still waiting. Patience of this New York team and qualities of a great team, I think. Just valuing every possession. As McBride is going to lose, or sorry, Bailey Fields is going to lose her bludger. Now you'll see New York really pressure this defense. Oh, and thrown right back. Fields going to keep hers. Now San Antonio has bludger control again.
And
Fields is going to get that. Now they've got pressure. They're going to press this New York offense. They've got ammunition at this point, a free bludger on the ground.
bludgers are just flying everywhere right now.
Quaffle's on the ground. Luke Langlanet is going to be the first one to get to it. He's going to go around the left side. He's going to juke back inside. Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
I think they're just going to bring Langlanet back here.
And they're calling it a legal reset.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of bounds.
Okay, he pointed to the it looked like he was pointing out of bounds, and I couldn't. Oh, man. Okay, Langlanet moving to the middle of the field. Deflected by Morella. Easy deflection. That's what we were talking about. The closing speed of the defense, the height and the reach that they've got. I mean, those passes are not easy.
Yeah, and what an outstanding play from Lindsay Morella. Underestimate her at your own peril. She's going to make a difference on defense.
Absolutely, yeah. All right. Jackson bringing the ball up. Frank Minson now in at beater with the bludger. Oh, passing it off now. Excuse me. All right, Fox receiving the ball and passing it back. Once again, patient offense. There's criticism that it's called slow, but I just consider it methodical. You don't take any opportunity less than a favorable one. And New York really does make sure that every possession counts.
Yeah, if you think about how Spain won the World Cup in soccer back in 2010, they employed the tiki-taka possession style of play, and I think you see something similar from New York sometimes.
Yep. If you're higher efficiency and you have the same amount of possessions, you're gonna come out on top, and that's what they love to do. John Jackson, another shot over the hoops, just not on target today.
Yeah, the shot's a little bit off. I think David Fox thought it might have gone through, but I think we saw a different angle from up here in the booth.
Yeah, definitely a bit over. And now we're going to get a line change for San Antonio as we go. Or the finishings of a line change. Jay Stewart on the close end. With Avila now flanking and a drive in. The beat's going to be friendly fire, so McBride's going to be able to go in. And that's a great goal. No, beat before. They call beat before. No good. TJ is going to maintain possession. And technically a reset, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. That was Phil Kane, I believe, cleaning up the play.
Yeah.
And preventing the goal.
McIntyre passing to TJ. McBride and Bailey Fields kind of pincering this New York defense. All right, great tackle. McIntyre is able to keep Quaffle possession. He's going to pass it back to Avila. Avila driving towards the middle of the field. He's got the shot. No good. Under the hoop.
Yeah, that was a more patient offensive possession from San Antonio, perhaps trying to hit New York back with some of their own medicine, but unable to convert.
Yeah, still having bludger control, though.
Yeah. Oh, this has just been an absolutely outstanding shift from Bailey Fields and Kylie McBride, showing why they have so much confidence in this 18-wheeler lineup.
Yeah, I've got a feeling we're going to see a lot of minutes from these two in this 3-game series. All right, Taylor Crawford back in the game. Passing that ball behind to Mo Hagag.
Hagag in tons of space. San Antonio scrambling to close it.
Big contact. Parada not able to get the shot, falling backwards. Maybe looking for a defenseless receiver call, but not going to get it from the refs.
Yeah, the bodies were flying, and it looked like Parada's body was still in the air, but it might have been more of incidental contact. Not sure.
Lieber on the close side. You got McIntyre and Jay Stewart. Oh, my apologies. Matthew Blackwood. I didn't even see the sub. Not sure what the call is. McBride talking with the refs. Possibly a throwback to hoops of the bludger that might have been illegal. I just see a back motion of the hand.
Yeah, New York has bludger control right now. Jason Rosenberg is holding a bludger behind his back. Another is at the feet of Rachel Ayala Silver, although Bailey Fields is armed with the third bludger right by her.
Yeah, may have to throw it back if she wants to be able to be a presence on defense. I mean, Parada's looking to transition. That's a lie. Mo Hagag looking to transition now, and Bailey Fields is going to have to launch this 25 yards.
Yeah, I wonder if she's just going to make a play for bludger control here.
Yeah. That would be a good change-up. I think the score is so low, like a low percentage defense. Maybe, you take the beat on the beater, throw yours back, and get the second one, so that whenever McBride does re-interplay, it'll be. Wait, what? Now we're back into a bit more of a decision. And Bailey Fields opting for the – okay, they're both beat. Never mind. Bailey Fields going to have a bludger.
And I love when the Titans run. They're more known for the possession style offense, but with the bludgers behind the play, Michael Parada makes a great decision to take off, and Mohagog runs in his lane on the break, and Parada finds him.
McBride now subbing out. Bailey Field still with the bludger.
Yeah, just an incredible shift from McBride and Fields. Like, I can't say enough how impressive their performance was.
Yeah, opting out. We've parked the 18-wheeler in the station, and Chris De La Fuente.
Yeah. Yeah, and the challenge just keeps on coming for the New York Beaters with De La Fuente in the game, and yet they've withstood it. They're holding bludger control right now.
Taylor Crawford really showing up this game.
Yeah, and San Antonio is going to talk about this one as the score is now at 80-40. We're starting to get to a place where San Antonio is a little bit uncomfortable. They didn't catch either snitch against Indianapolis yesterday, I believe. So while their luck could change easily today, they're going to be facing a difficult seeker in New York in Kellen Cupid. The Titans have some other options too, so they don't want to let this game get away, especially with how well their beaters have played.
Yep, and once we resume the game, it will be last possession with only 5 seconds left in pre-snitch play.
Yeah, so the Soldados are going to want to make this last possession count after getting hit for a couple quick goals by Hagag and Parada.
And if you ask me, more important than that goal during this final 5 seconds would be to regain that bludger control right before snitch on pitch.
Yeah, it's a good point. Whichever team can establish the bubble around the snitch has a much better chance at securing the 35 points that you get when you catch the snitch in Major League Quidditch.
Yeah, I almost see it as you sacrifice, one goal to ensure that you've got a better opportunity not only to score during snitch on pitch, but to also have more shots at the snitch, which is 3 goals in and of itself.
Yeah. Our snitch today is John Smutney, who has been a high-performing snitch in the East Division this season.
Yeah.
Playing
really only finding kryptonite in Ryan Davis against Charlotte.
Yeah, who of course is the best seeker in the league.
If the stats don't lie.
Stats don't lie.
Absolutely. And, very confident, obviously, in his own skills and very excited. I mean, he's put in a ton of time this tournament for sure, and getting to see him on day 2 is really fun and exciting for me.
Yeah, absolutely. The starting seeker for New York is Kellen Cupid. For Indianapolis, the starting seeker is, I'm not quite sure. I think it could be, Maya Heinbaum for the Soldados. Yeah, I'm excited to see what she can do on the snitch, but it seems like San Antonio is going to focus their energies on the Quaffle game as Chris De La Fuente right now stays with the Quaffle carrier.
And we were likely incorrect about the last possession. The possession is over, and we currently have snitch on pitch, obviously. So De La Fuente going to have to run really far back, and Taylor Tracy just picked up the loose bludger. Heimbaum B, Taylor Tracy B, drive by Reber, and a turnover at the hoops. Another high shot, not able to go through, and Parada looking to transition, finding a hat trick of his own possibly. And he does.
What a move from Parada, juking around the defenders on the front foot, taking it himself all the way to the hoops.
San Antonio beaters a little disjointed with the secret play, not able to work together to try to get control. De La Fuente going to get beat on his way back, and the Quaffle's going to go to the other side, and it's another turnover for San Antonio. They're going to need to clean things up if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, this is a sloppy start from the Soldados, and they're giving the Titans a chance to run at them and run up the score, as Crawford shows no signs of letting up.
I asked for a cleanup, and we're actually starting to see it. Taylor Tracy turning it on the beater end. John Jackson, though, is going to be able to drive. Gets pressure. Craig Garrison is going to be on the tackle, but it's a good shot.
Yeah, there's the shot from John Jackson, struggling to hit early on, and now he's finding the teardrop floater on the top hoop. Yeah, Viejo hits them right back on the other end, showing that the Soldados can also play at this game. But the Titans are now only 4 goals away from winning. The set score is 140.
And that might be it.
Yeah, they would still need one more goal, but this is a huge pull from Vinny Iannucci. Oh, and this is exactly what New York wanted here in Game 1 of Day 2 in Elkridge, Maryland. They wanted a quick snitch-on-pitch game, an easy way out of what could be a difficult series with San Antonio once the Soldados regroup.
Has to throw this bludger back to Taylor Tracy, who is running off the field. This defensive possession, I mean, John Jackson's looking right at De La Fuente. Bailey Fields having to come in now. And De La Fuente is going to have to get this ball to Fields, and he's just going to trade. John Jackson's driving on no bludgers. Pass to the left side. Taylor Tracy, or sorry, Taylor Crawford is going to be able to seal this game. I mean, De La Fuente not getting that bludger back to defense is going to be the deciding play there. New York's going to go up 1-0.
Yeah, and that was a statement performance from the New York Titans and a statement goal from Taylor Crawford, his 5th of the game. This is exactly how New York wants to be playing. They were taking their time on offense during the prior to the secret floor, and then with the snitch on pitch, they were running fast at the San Antonio Soldados, causing problems for their defense, making them uncomfortable. They held bludger control for a large portion of the game, even against some difficult San Antonio beater lineups, and just an all-around team performance with Vinny Iannucci catching the snitch too.
Yeah, I mean, really not a lot to be, critical of on the
No.
New York side. It was a bit sloppy early, but just like yesterday, it was just kind of settling into the game.
Yeah.
Although it took a whole game for New York to
Yeah.
get that against Charlotte. Against San Antonio, a bit quicker.
Yeah.
On the recovery. Although Viejo created a bit of momentum by himself on this team, just not enough to really overcome the line after line assault and the threats that New York was able to throw at San Antonio.
Yeah, if San Antonio is going to come back and take Game 2 to force a deciding match, I think Viejo is going to continue to have to make an impact on the offensive end, and I think the San Antonio Beaters, in addition to winning their exchanges, are going to have to control some more space, cover some more ground quickly, and they're going to have to find ways to adjust to some of the passing that New York was doing that was causing them to kind of scramble at times in their rotations.
Well, I mean, that's exactly it, right? It's just a matter of, are we good? Oh, okay. All right, yeah, throw us out.
And that's all we have time for here right now. Our producer, Nick Jablonski, is telling us. So we'll be back here for our next game, which is Austin and Boston with Ethan Sturm and Noah Schwartz.